Well, howdy, everybody. Welcome to Midwest Drag Racing Series pre-show live here in the tower at Flying H Motorsports Park. Luke Clevenger.
Ronnie Court.
We're here to bring you all of the stars and cars of Midwest Drag Racing Series. And we have a full day of action in front of us, a bigger day of action in front of us than usual Saturdays. But we are here to kind of give you a recap of what went down last night.
Yeah, we got through a couple sessions of I should say a couple categories in the first session of cars. And Mother Nature played her hand, right? Nothing we can control.
Yep.
So it's not anything we're going to dwell on, but certainly there was a lot to recap last night because this was just dropped in front of our face, Luke.
Oh, well, that isn't the Portatree Timing Systems qualifier sheet for Pro Mod. We did get in a full round of qualification or a full round of time trials, rather, for the juniors and a full round of qualification for the Pro Mods. So we got kind of halfway through the funny car. Our rules stipulate we didn't get all the way through the class. We're throwing that class's times out, and they'll do 2 hits today. Let's go over our Pro Mod, shall we?
Yes.
All right, so pop quiz. Who's your number one qualifier? You can't look. No looking. No looking.
Does it rhyme with Ricky?
Sorry, it actually rhymes with Schmicky.
Oh, Schmicky. Okay.
It's Mark Mickey, your number one qualifier, a 357 and a 6 on his run last night. And I mean, he's been finding the low ETs all weekend. He found them a lot in Tulsa. Mark Mickey is the fastest car on property right now.
He's the only car right now in the 350 range, and he's done it 3 times. 359 and 2 357s. This is a car that's really booking it. And I'm going to be honest, there may be a couple more Hun in that car as well, too. So see how it plays out, but certainly that's been the top car to beat.
Absolutely. And hey, in a repeat, as our camera seems to be falling down, in a repeat of our Tulsa race, Ron Minix is your number 2 qualifier. How about that time he's got running for him?
From one run to another, nicely done. 364. Yeah. This is a car that I think has been the guy that could potentially chase Mark on something like this. And again, look, this is why we run the drag races, right? You get a clean pass down the racetrack and your opponent stumbles the foot. Who knows what happens?
Who knows? And if I'm Ron Minix, he just got that new Purple Heart car over the offseason. It's formerly Purple Rain from Melanie Salemi. And if I'm Ron, I'm sitting in that thing and I'm going, oh, Ron, this is good. Because let me tell you, the man has not hit a 3.7 blank or higher pass, with the exception of one pedal fest in round 1 of Tulsa. He has not made a pass that's slower than a 3.7 second pass in any official round of the Midwest Drag Racing Series this year.
I think if you're a driver coming into this race, if you're fast, if you're consistently in the top half of the field, that's a lot to like.
That is a lot to like. And there's a lot to like about Aaron Wells' run. He's your number 3 qualifier. He's your last guy in the 6s right now, a 366 at 204 mile per hour.
Talk about a guy who is just busy. He's running the junior dragsters, family racing, and then he says, oh, I got to zip back because I got to run a Pro Mod, right? But again, another guy who is consistently in that 360 range. So hanging around, somebody who, again, you get a little bit more data and can pick up a couple Hun here or there, and we could see our second car in the 350s.
And don't think just because Mark Mickey has the speed that it's his event, right? We saw this in Tulsa semifinals. He red lights. Keith Haney goes on to win. Mark Mickey is, I think, 3rd in points right now behind Keith Haney, who leads. And so it's all in the rounds of elimination. There's so much to play for. And here's a guy who's playing really well. Our camera fell. What in the world is going on?
I guess it's true. I have a face for radio and a voice for newspaper.
Yeah, right.
Agreed. Yeah.
So those are so for those of you not familiar, those are stuck on with like suction cups onto the window.
Yeah.
Are in tower
I wonder
cameras.
If you just put it right there on the shelf. I wonder if the suction cup's not even. Got to give it the little special.
Yeah, got a little. But I mean, it just. Boop. Yeah. Well, the joys of live broadcasting, right? But anyway, I'll tell you too. A lot of our stuff had to be pulled down last night because rain comes in. It's electronics. You guys know how it is, right?
Yes.
So some of the setup we're still doing this morning because We're like, all right, well, we got to go run the cameras back outside.
Hey, but you know what? The beauty of technology is the fact that we're live for people on social media right now,
There you go.
right? And obviously, we get the opportunity to showcase several angles. And boy, if you did not see the drone shots,
Oh, you'll see a
from
lot of
yesterday.
drone shots today. Hey, go check out our Facebook page, and you'll see a tour, I believe, and our YouTube page. You'll see a tour of Flying H via drone. And also, I will give a shout out to Mike Narks, who just Windexed the the window. Oh, guys, I don't think in our 2 years of having this particular camera on these particular suction cups that I've ever seen it just straight fall off. So,
the windows are a little dusty because of the construction.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. The windows are
That's what it
dusty.
is.
As you can see, still under construction here at Flying H.
Yeah.
I mean, there's spackle and drywall, but they said we want to race and we'll finish it while we race.
But you know what? I love the resiliency, right? I mean, you're going through a full build of this, whether it be the windows, whether it be the countertops, the flooring. Yeah, it's unfinished, but that's okay. We'll work around it because we just want to go racing and showcase some great content to you guys.
Absolutely. And speaking of great content, let's get back to the pro mods now that we're back on camera.
All right. So we talked about Wells, who, of course, was family racing. And boy, Mr. Lewis has been a very, very fast race car.
He has
this weekend.
indeed. Grumpy has been in a rather chipper mood. Ran a 371 in testing, and now Brian Lewis finds himself the number 4 qualifier with a 370 and a 4. We were talking to him at a Waffle House the other day. That's a true story. And he said, I got out of that car. I thought that was slow as heck, man. I thought we were running a 3.8 something, 3.9. Got out. I looked at the scoreboard. 371.
Yeah, and when you're a driver and you know that there's more in it, that can be such a frustrating but also kind of motivational in a way.
Yeah.
Because you know you've got more in the bag and nobody's expecting it. So if you can just find out where to get it, it could be a really good day for you.
That's the other thing too, is Hughes looks smooth,
Yes.
right? So if you're smooth and running a 370, you can get a little extra tune up there and make it run a little more aggressive, maybe pop into those 3.6s.
Yep.
And if you're in those 3.6s, you have a big shot
You
to
have a
win.
good chance.
Yeah. Hey, let's keep moving here. The winner of nicest car on property, or most beautiful car on property in Tulsa. I don't know how we feel about repeat winners, but you're on his side. It's Todd Bennett is your number 5 qualifier, that 374 at 201.
Yeah, talking about the Corvette, that reminds me when I was a kid racing Hot Wheels on the carpet roads that we had at home. This is a car that, look, hey, getting down the racetrack. And again, it's one of those things where you get into competition and you start to get that fine tuning. You find a couple hun here or there. And then, of course, all these drivers are going to be looking to do it. We got to drill the other guy on the tree. And if you can get down the racetrack, it could be a really, really good day for you. So, again, another one of those cars that's very much in the hunt and could perform well today.
Absolutely. I had the carpet that was not just the roads. I had a carpet that was Daytona.
Oh, really?
It was like the Daytona oval. So
Okay.
I'd get all my Hot Wheels out.
Yep.
I'd get Todd Bennett's Corvette out.
Yep.
And put it on there, and I'd do laps. And oh no, he's crashing into Lake Lloyd.
It's so funny. I'll just give you a small story while we wait for our sheet. Of course, the cars have the roads, and if I remember correctly, that road was literally named Cherry Street.
No kidding.
So I would have the Hot Wheels put aside, and I would literally announce, as a 6-year-old, I would announce my own races as the Hot Wheels went down the racetrack because all I did was idolize Bob Fry as a kid.
Heck
And
yeah.
I loved that. And now all of a sudden I'm like, it's so funny that 20 years later, now I'm an old guy, my knee's bad, my back hurts, but hey, we're racing and we're still announcing race cars. They're just a little larger.
They're just a little bigger. They're a little higher horsepower than the Zero of a Hot Wheels car. There we go. The wonderful Miss Ellen. She had to make a copy of this. Hey, there's Keith. Keith,
Thank
we're
you,
live
sir.
We're live streaming. You want to hop on?
Come on over here,
Look
Keith.
at that.
Come on over
How's
here.
that? Come on in there. Keith?
That camera right there, my
That one
friend.
right there, my buddy.
Oh, sweet. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you?
How are you feeling? A beautiful day out today, no?
Perfect skies. I wish I was running right now. Not later on.
So while we got you here, we got the qualifying sheet. You're coming in number 7 between Sandman and Mike LeBates. What are you feeling in the Black Mamba? And I know it's got some time left in that. Obviously, a 3.8, you had to let off a little bit. How are you feeling coming into today?
I let off. I didn't let off. No.
No, you didn't let off?
Like it's broken at 2.4 into the run.
Okay, there you go.
That's why the car just looked like it just shut off. It was because her throttle link.
I was wondering because it was really pulling that front end, and then all of a sudden she dropped her down, and I thought, I think there's much more in that car. So
went 249 to the split and gave out at 2.4. So you can put those math numbers together, and it was 60 something. So
that's got to be a good feeling, though, knowing that
maybe we can keep throttle linkage.
Knowing that that's an easily solvable situation that you've got more in the bag.
Oh, we got a whole lot in the bag. So I don't even know where. I'm just now seeing the qualifying sheet. For the first time.
Okay.
Probably can't take out that number 1 spot. Might get close to the number 2 and the number 3.
You think we got a 50 in it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, heck no.
Oh, come on.
Chance in the world.
Come on.
Nope.
Let's squeeze her.
Not even.
Let's give it a little bit of chance.
Not even close. Not even close to that.
Okay. All right.
But
he's being humble right now.
But
he's going to surprise us later.
That ain't happening. If I could go 50s, I would. Trust me. So, no, going to be a little hard to take out that number 1 spot. But
hey, you got that job done in Tulsa, though. I mean, he gave you a red light, but anything can happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I broke the throttle linkage right next to him. Maybe he can break a throttle linkage. That's the only way I'm going to beat him.
I'm going to break in really quick and say I think it's time. We are ready for 580 index. 580 index will put you in lanes 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 580 index will put you in lanes 3 and 4, and we will take you to the lanes right now. We will put 650 in lanes 5 and 6. So 580 index to lanes 3 and 4, and 650 index will put you in lanes 5 and 6. This is your call to the lanes now, please. 580 index to lanes 3 and 4, and 650 index. We will put you in lanes 5 and 6. Of course, hopefully you have already gone through the tech inspection process and put you, in your lanes now for your first run. 580 index to lanes 3 and 4, 650. We will put you in lanes 5 and 6. Keith Haney, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for joining
live
us,
stream, my friend. Good luck to you and be safe, my friend.
All right. Well, I'm getting tapped on the shoulder now. As a reminder, all of our racing is live on Flow Sports. Go to the Midwest Drag Racing Series website. That's MidwestDragRacingSeries.com. Find that QR code. If you haven't signed up for Flow, use that QR code because it gives us awesome things like drone shots and GoPro shots. And make sure you sign up there. If you're already with Flow, swap on over to Flow. We're going to wrap up our pre-show. And as a reminder, because we didn't get through it here, it's Williams, Haney, LeBate, Roberts, Stouffer in 10th, Riffle, Giuliano, Goolsby, Hagedorn, and Housley. That's how your 15 Pro Mods line up right now. We're going to wrap things up here on the pre-show. We will talk to you guys on Flow Sports. See you soon.